Yeah.
All right, so you guys pass through the curtain on the one side. You hear the music is kind of coming in not exceptionally loudly, but noticeably louder. Beyond this curtain is another chamber in the Palace of Pleasure, thick with heady smoke and reclining revelers. Beside the one that you pass through, you spot another curtain across the chamber leading into another room beyond that. In this room, however, all the cushions are arranged in a great circle, surrounding an empty stretch of carpeted floor. In the center of the circle dances a bare-bellied female, veiled and adorned with clinking jewelry, dancing in time with a warbling string instrument. You notice that the instrument is being played by one of the seated guests, and as you enter, the song and dance kind of comes to a big dramatic finish. Once again, all the people in this chamber have that same sort of blue-skinned look that you saw before, right? You see the wavy hair and the bright blue eyes, and they're just these sort of beautiful, weird celestial colors. And yeah, the dancer is in the middle doing her sort of dance, and right as you guys come in, the music kind of comes to a pitch and stops. And there's like applause and people hooting and cheering. What do you guys want to do when you come in?
I don't know what happened, but I join in just because they're all so pretty. Yeah.
Totally.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll sit down by some pillows. See what's up next. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Okay. If you guys like make an obvious entrance or like, kind of show that you're here, everyone will kind of turn and seem very excited and start kind of clapping for you guys and like, new guests, come. And they kind of start beckoning you over. It's kind of like almost like they're too excited, right? They're very like ecstatic to see you. And they're like,
all these kids.
And fluffy cushions for you to sit on.
I don't know what just happened. But that was cool. What happened?
Is that a donation?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Ooh.
I can't read it though.
Woo! I don't know, but I heard cool sounds. Yay, donation.
A donation? I'm not seeing.
So excited.
Thank you so much.
That was a good
That
entrance.
was also a good test because it does not show up in chat, and now we know that, and now
Yeah. So if you just donated, please let us know.
until we have a better system.
I thought we had that figured out. That's the technical issues.
It popped up on
It was just too far away for
screen.
any of us to
We just couldn't.
Oh, I see.
Because my eyes are bad.
Cool. Well, if you just donated, please let us know, and we'll be sure to get you your situation. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Situation.
Oh, Lunashi was the one who donated. Thanks, Lunashi.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. So, what do you guys want to do? You're gonna go and sit in the little circle.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down. I want to talk to more people.
I think, Moss is just along for the ride now. He's taking in the sights and just shoveling food down his face, so.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Are we
Awesome.
close to the
We
dancer?
got a $2 donation from Lunashi. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Well, let us know, Lunashi, who you would like your Nat 20 to go to among the cast. Whether me, the coolest one, obviously, not as cool.
Or Moss, the coolister one.
the
I'm
most
okay,
coolest.
but I should also get it.
Oh, it says hashtag Team Theo is what he said. So I believe that is an automatic Nat 20 for Theodweir, which you can use on any attack roll or skill check. Thank you so much, Lunashi, for your donation.
Yeah, with this disadvantage.
So wait, any skill
So you guys
check?
go and you sit, the crowd is very, very excited to have you there. They're kind of talking and they want to know your names. They want to know all these things. They're all kind of like shouting their names at you at different times. So it's kind of hard to figure out who's who and what the situation is. You're sitting next to, on one side, a woman named Ihab, and on the other side, a man named Jabir. And they're both very sort of ebullient and happy to have you there. Jabir will kind of like gesture towards the person who's holding the instrument, making this like big dramatic gesture, like bring it to me. And they'll bring the little like sitar thing over, and he'll kind of pass it to whoever is next to him. We'll say it's Jeremy. Says, play us something, please, play us something.
The bar.
Okay, do I have to use this? Can I have my own?
Well, what kind of instrument do you have?
I have a kazoo.
So as you say the word kazoo and you're holding onto yours and the other one, the string instrument like just slowly morphs into this like beautiful, ornate, like gold filigree kazoo.
That's awesome.
I have two now.
Yes, now you have two kazoos.
I'll put my shitty one away.
Your shitty one.
Whip out this new one. It's pretty.
Oh my gosh.
Play one of the songs I dedicated to Theodweir earlier.
Stealing food, hand-me-down kazoos. You must be
Sounds
Jeremy.
good. Give me a charisma performance check, please.
Okay. I got a nat 1.
But can't you
Wait, no,
re-roll
yes,
your
I can
action?
roll it. You're right. Okay, so that's fine. That's not fine, but it's better. 9.
A 9. Okay.
Too pretty,
So what kind of song is this? Can you describe this song to us?
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Well, it's probably to Theodore, so I was probably honestly just like, you know, saying his name as I'm blowing through a kazoo, like a million, like that's how kazoos work. So I'm just like, and like no particular tune, just whatever notes I want. I'm like sort of like going around and doing it. And it's really cool to me.
So you guys notice as this is happening that like the group is really excited about it. Like they're all like leaning forward and watching you play and like just rapt. I don't know how long the song goes. Is it like embarrassingly too short or is it embarrassingly too long?
I'm gonna keep
Right,
going
like-
until I am stopped because I have an audience and I am loving. I got candy today. Like today's a great day for me.
They
I got this new kazoo.
they do not stop you. So you can play as long as you want. And they're all just leaning
One of you
forward,
will
just
tell
I
me.
think so.
enraptured. You see a couple of the people like kind of start like dabbing their eyes. Tears. They're really into the performance. And like I should make the point that like Theodore and Val and Moss, this is not a good performance. Like there's no magic here. You can hear it. It's bad.
Moss will probably he's just got like this handful of dates. He's like looking around like,
Right. There's something weird going on.
Like,
Go ahead,
a
Val.
couple minutes in, just be like, "Hey, Jeremy,
next song.
that's awesome, but maybe someone else might want to play a song.
I'm only
You
been
can
going for
dance.
like 10 seconds. Oh yeah, I want to dance.
Yeah, you can dance.
Yeah.
Why would that someone else play?
Who wants a kazoo?
You can pass it to anybody.
How about him? He looks like he knows how to play well.
Whoever, some
Just a
guy.
guy.
Sure. Yeah. The guy will reach across, and as he's holding onto it, it will like slowly morph into like a big drum. And he'll start to play that. Basically, what happens in between there is that when you pass it and you stop playing, the group like bursts into applause and whoops and all kinds of things. The belly dancer wasn't dancing; she was just kind of like staring at you, enraptured, and she kind of comes over sort of sensuously, like takes something off of her headdress, this little like gold medallion, and like passes it to you.
I'm
in this
definitely
very
gonna stare and just be like, I'm so jealous.
right this
I'm so jealous.
kind of sensual way. She's like all veiled, and again that very blue skin. Just passes you this thing, and then kind of turns and gives you like the hip look as she walks away. Yeah.
Ew.
I don't pick up on any of those vibes she's throwing at me.
No.
So many
Take
weird
this medallion
feelings
and
right
put it
now.
So the other guy will start to play, and the people are kind of into it, but not nearly as into it as they were into to your song.
Correct.
What do you guys want to do?
Is it a cool song?
It's okay. It kind of sounds like the sort of Middle Eastern equivalent of like Muzak, like hotel music, right? That you hear in the lobby. Like it's fine. It's not bad, but it's also not great.
That works.
Yeah.
I'm
Is
just
the
chilling.
professor? Where did the professor go?
Yeah, where the hell's the professor?
Yeah.
The professor's not in here yet. No. He's still in the other room.
Is there any other rooms?
Oh.
There's the Seraglio.
All right, dudes, one sec.
I don't think we should go there. I'm.
The professor
13, that
is
would be
not there. He's
dangerous.
in another room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still in, like the main
back in
room,
the
I
feast
think, with
hall still.
Snickers.
Cool.
Well,
Oh, Snickers, right.
I wouldn't mind still like exploring.
Yeah, I'd want to. If there's another room, I'd love to go to the next room.
There's the hookah.
Okay, yeah.
Is there a hookah
Is-
room?
yeah,
Let's
you
do the hookah room.
Are people
There is a hookah
still?
room.
I'll probably also just let people know that I was Theodore. Like, so everyone in the room knows that, like, that song was for me.
Yeah, right. That you're who it's about. Yeah, they're just fascinated to hear about you and like why the song was written and like the history of the song. Give me an inside check, Theodore.
Well, he wanted to steal my water, so I made a song.
I just rolled it.
He
but
kept
I'm gonna
trying to
re-roll 'cause
charm me.
I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Insight. Okay. Well, mod 14.
Okay. Yeah, you don't necessarily put together sort of the same thing that Jeremy did, but you do get like a weird kind of like hollow sense from these people that as you're talking to them, like they are very fascinated, but it's almost as though they're just kind of like repeating empty platitudes about how amazing you are and how fascinating that is. And like you kind of get this sense of like, I don't know, like something's weird. Like you've been genuinely praised before, and this does not feel like genuine praise. You know what I mean?
I'll mention how I just want to. So I'll say, you know, my father's a big investor in the Junior Adventures League. Did you know that?
And then they're like, that's fascinating. They don't like ask what the Junior Adventures League is or who your father is. Like, it seems like they were really fascinated. They would like want more details. Like, they will digest anything you give them, but they're not like very inquisitive, and that's not that cool. Like,
I'll probably I'll probably say that exact same thing 3 or 4 times in a row, just to see if they change their answer at all or if anything.
Let's be real, just to hear how fascinating you are.
Yeah.
What do you say, Cody?
What's that?
I'm missing it. What did you say to them?
Well, I'll say the exact same thing, maybe 3 more times.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and they'll just respond the same way. Yeah, That's so fascinating. Like they're just blown away by you.
If I had some kind of recorder, I would probably record him responding as well.
I should be like, I am awesome. Yeah, say that again.
And they just constantly playing it like, let's consult the tape on this.
It's a magic stone that just records audio.
Remember when we were transported from that oasis and what all those people thought about me after that song was played?
Yeah, we'll check the YouTube video of what they were doing while it was being played.
It's the fantasy equivalent of Vine, right? Like it's just like a 6-second video of this guy being like, "You're amazing." You just constantly play it over and over again. Yeah.
But yeah, then I would
basically, if you guys stay here,
do we stay there?
Sure. If you guys stay here any length of time, they will try to pass the instrument back to you and want you to play again.
I'm gonna
try to pass it to
this
Miles.
room.
Try to pass it to Val.
Hey, let's go to the hookah room. Yeah, that was a good idea, right, Theo? Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back here later, though. I got a lot more songs.
Are we going to the next room?
So you guys can head over towards the other curtain that you saw, but kind of like materializing out of nowhere as you approach this door is this massive, like 5 foot wide, huge, like 7 foot tall figure, wearing nothing but a big loincloth that like doesn't really like cover everything. Like you get a little bit of side nut because it's like belts and then like the one thing that goes down and into the crack, kind of like what a sumo wrestler wears, right?
Yep.
Like,
And he's like 7 feet tall.
7 feet tall and super broad, and covered in scars.
Right here, just like
Once again, totally hairless, right? Like bald, and he just stands there with his arms crossed in front of that door.
In front of which door? The hookah door?
The door you guys were trying to go to, like
the opposite door.
Sorry.
I'm assuming we can't go past you.
Hey!
I still can't read it.
Where
Oh,
are
we
we
have another
reading?
donation?
On Timothy.
Yeah.
Ooh, awesome! Thanks for the donation. That's great. Thanks, guys. All right.
Bless you.
I have
Bless you, Theodore.
Sorry.
I have another.
But really.
You have another one?
That's it.
Oh, Theo. Just
Who
wanting
gets the next
attention.
What'd you say?
Who gets the next 20?
I thought it was me, wasn't it? If it was to me,
Donation.
Oh, no, I just didn't hear you. That's fine.
I thought so. Well, I don't know. I haven't looked it up. That's what I thought I
He's
heard.
making it up every time something comes in. He's like, yeah, I get it.
Me again.
It was me.
Wow.
They like don't ever choose. It's just
I'm
like,
gonna walk the fuck away from this man because his side nut is.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
Yeah.
Shadow Owner just donated $100.
We don't have protocol
What?
for this.
You can choose which NPC to kill. I'm just kidding.
It says hashtag DM, so I guess that goes to me. Let's give a round of applause for Shadow Owner, everybody.
Yeah.
Wow. He had contacted us saying he wanted to make a sizable donation, but I didn't realize it was going to be in the middle of the stream. That's incredible. So I guess I have one natural donation that I can use at some point for $100. That's crazy. Woo! Hi. Thank you so much, buddy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great, cool.
But I love
I like that grimer, bro.
Yeah.
I like those grimers.
Hi.
Got some Hunter in there too. That's awesome.
All of these are
Wow.
great.
That's huge. I mean, that's a big deal for us.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, so yes, there's this huge guy there. You guys want to go and try to talk to him, or you want to try to just leave?
I feel like his side nut is like right in my face. So
Yeah, that'd be real
Absolutely in your
awkward.
face.
I'm gonna turn around and like go back into the music room because I like it in there. And you guys do.
I think I'm
whatever you
like
want.
belly button level, so I'm just gonna kind of look up and like wave and back away.
I think Moss has gotten like this weird sense of like, I'm a guest here. I get to go where I want.
Sure.
He's just been like shoveling food down his face, gets going wherever. He's
Chugging
just like,
beer.
yeah.
Reminiscent of Pinocchio.
He's just like, pounding down those like swirly drinks. He's just like, hey, what's behind this door?
So you want to try to go in, or what do you want to do?
I'm just like, I'm just passing through. It's cool. Don't worry about me.
Can I join Moss in this?
Oh no.
You're really important. I think you can get through.
Yeah.
Maybe
If you just try to physically go there, Moss, he will just like extend a huge hand out and put it on your shoulder and stop you.
I think he's gonna try to talk his way in.
Go for it. Give me a persuasion.
Gonna
turn
go.
into a badger
Feeling
and
pretty
just sneak under his
cocky.
feet.
Yeah, like he's got a few drinks in him, and he's ready to party. Hey, mod
can't hold his
14
liquor.
actually.
Okay. What do you say?
I think Moss, he's like, he'll put the hand out and he gets on his shoulder. He's like, "But I'm a guest here, and they told me I could go in there. Ask Theodore."
There's a song playing about it in the other room.
That's true. I suppose you've
No.
heard of me, haven't you?
Kids.
I suppose you heard of me.
Well, I'm not a kid. I just look young.
You make a deception if you want, Moss.
Oh yeah.
400 instead.
I didn't. I'm sorry, Theodore. I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
Oh, when he mentioned my name, I said, yes, it's true. It's me. I suppose you've heard of me, haven't you?
God. Little hair flip.
Wait, can I get like an advantage on this if he's helping me? Probably not, but
Still like dizzy and stuff.
Are you trained in deception, Theodore?
Am I trained in deception?
You have that nat 20.
Deception.
I am not trained in deception, no.
Okay, so no, you can't get an assist from him in that
that's
case.
okay. Because I'm gonna roll really good.
Do it.
my
16
gosh,
actually.
yeah.
No, 15 mod. Keep in mind, I get a -2 on all of these rolls I've been doing, ladies and
You're
gentlemen.
doing really well with your
Impressive,
minus
yeah.
2.
Not well enough, I guess.
Do you really want to get into the sex party? You're like 8.
Oh, is that where we're going?
I wanted to go to the hookah room.
Yeah. We just started going
Do you
to-
say that, Jeremy? Do you say hookah room?
Probably as I'm walking back towards the music room, but I was like, I just want to go to the hookah room. I'm back in here. These people like me.
We'll point back towards that curtain.
Oh. I thought this was a hookah room. Never mind.
No kids.
No, that's very fair.
Yeah, appreciate it. Especially with that
Moss
happening. Just
just wanted to get in there because he's like, I just want to go to the place with all the smoke.
What about you, Theodore? Are you going to take no for an answer?
Yeah. If everyone's leaving, I'm definitely gonna leave.
Awesome.
remember
So
my
a quick side note to our chat and our patrons. If you guys buy the adventure, or if you guys are a patron, then you will get to see what's behind this curtain. With the Junior Adventurers League, you do not get to see what's behind that curtain. That's not appropriate.
Just so I can see.
I want to know what's behind that curtain. I'm
These are all like.
I just see I see the oh my god, the Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, snake god orgy room is all I see in my room.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Conan.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
all these adventures are written so that they're not for children. I mean,
exactly. The adventures that we write for the stream are not actually written for the Junior Adventurers League. They're written to just be generic adventures. So there are some materials that are not necessarily appropriate.
We should return to each one of these Vengers 10 years later as our like reunion
Yeah.
thing.
Getting
and
into
be like,
the
we're
room.
getting in there now.
Yeah, yay, patrons. Hashtag patron squad.
We come
Okay.
back and I'm like actually a regular there, and like they do.
They go back and you're already there, Theodore. Like,
oh,
Just never left.
I thought we agreed
Weird.
we were gonna do
so you guys can head back through the music room and then go back into the main room. and then from there's another door that heads out. As you go through, you see Professor Barkwood is like kind of like balanced on his stick, looking a little like worse for wear, and he's got like an empty cordial glass in his hand. I do not feel well.
What happened? What happened, Professor? You look a little wobbly.
I drank this concoction. Most strange it is.
Hey,
Everything spins.
I feel like we still have the pitcher of water with us, right?
Yeah. mhm.
I'm gonna try hand up. I'm just like, here, just try some of that.
I'll hand him some of the cloud floss too.
Moss is incredible. He's like, oh, those are so good, and then this, and then the shockbird is good. Like he's just gonna go through all the list of the foods that he ate.
Yeah.
Chugging the water.
He tips back the thing and he just keeps gulping it, but like it keeps refilling, so it doesn't like run out. So he just kind of eventually has to spit it out.
I got it. Okay, got it.
That is much more refreshing. Have you adventurers learned anything about this place?
Adults give you everything that you want when you visit them in their parties.
Yeah.
So I want to go to more adult parties than my parents are having them.
I learned a lot of stuff that I don't understand. I feel weird.
I'm gonna eat more shockbirds, and I'm gonna eat any type of bird.
And I'm really
Shock,
good at the kazoo.
bird, Master Moss, I am ashamed at you. Don't you know what that creature is?
Lightning bird?
Dinner.
You can make a nature check if you want.
Theo pulls out his monster
yeah.
manual.
You could also pull out your monster manual and consult your monster.
No, I think
Imagine.
Moss's answer is like dinner.
I'll look.
He's
Master Moss, that is an arrowhawk, a creature native to the elemental plane of air. We discussed creatures of this kind in identifying, or I guess the class is actually called Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find
Yeah.
101. I am disappointed that you don't remember.
Oh, disappointed in you.
I think Moss has lost all his suave.
Party's over for
yeah.
The camera pushes in and we hear, "Hello, darkness."
He's
He's
just
like,
like
big eyes, just like.
Moss has gone back into his like
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm really good at the kazoo. I found out I'm really good at it. I'm gonna be a professional kazooist.
That's nice, dear. I would like you to find out how we can escape this extra-dimensional prison.
What?
Prison.
We're
Are
at a
you
party.
not junior adventurers?
Weren't we at just at a party?
Yeah, we're just gonna
Is
go.
this
where the
what
smoke
prison
was.
is like?
Are we?
He'll kind of like try to like edge backwards, but he's so old that it goes really slow. Like,
Just like,
yeah, he will leave you guys to your devices.
Prison's awesome.
What's? Yeah, I'm not mad about this.
Can I do a
I'm-
history check on air elemental plane or something like that? Like the
Yeah, you can do Arcana. If you
Arcana.
want.
I want to see like what I know about this place. If I've
I'm definitely sneaking
learned
close to
anything.
the beautiful people again, just to kind of.
Ooh, 18.
Yeah.
Really? Plus 4. Wow, 22.
Okay, cool. Val, if you do that, like people will kind of start to like drape arms around you and kind of like run their fingers through your hair. Like if you kind of engage anyone physically, you kind of get like nothing like really overt, but just like sort of, minor contact.
heavy petting.
Yeah, light petting.
Light petting.
Medium.
We're not getting the heavy yet. That's the other room.
Yeah. You got a 22, Theodore, right?
I did.
The elemental plane of air is one of the 4 elemental planes, which is like another plane of existence that's somewhat close to the material plane where you guys live. It's basically composed entirely of like floating islands and sort of massive storms things. things. All kinds of powerful creatures live there. The most powerful and most like influential people that are there are genies or jinn that dwell on the elemental plane of air. And so you're seeing these people, and they're sort of vaguely air related, and Arrowhawk is native to there. And Darabat, the butler, specifically referenced the elemental plane of air earlier. Like, you think that there's some connection. Maybe you are there, or this place is populated entirely by people from the elemental plane of air. You're not quite sure the connection. But, yeah.
So these people aren't jinn?
No, these people are not jinn. You would imagine that these are Genasi, who are people that are like influenced by elements. So they might have some elemental or genie blood in their past, but they're not directly a genie.
Okay.
It's weird to see so many of them in one place. It's like kind of a rare thing. You would like meet one every 1,000 person maybe has some elemental blood in them, but like you've seen about maybe 200 of them so far at this party.
Random question.
Yes.
Do I start feeling a little bit that modelly air coming off them since so many of them are near me? Oh my gosh, yeah.
Your hair blows, right? Like, yeah, you look awesome for a 15-year-old. Yeah, totally.
Do I know like if like once? I mean, is there an exit to something like this, or like how do you like? I don't know.
You with your 22 Arcana, you would know you are probably in a pocket dimension of some kind, like an extra dimensional space.
Yeah.
Whoever created it probably knows the ways in and out, but you would have to meet that person.
Oof. Well, who's the master again?
Master
Wahid.
Wahid.
Wahid. W-A-H-I-D. Wahid.
W-H-A-I-D.
What was the other guy's name? The servant guy?
Darabat.
Darabat. Man, look at you taking notes.
Yeah.
Can we summon Darabat and see if he wants to summon Wahid? Yeah.
Yeah, how do you want to do
tell
that?
you any of that?
I'm
That was
still
all
super
I learned all of
distracted,
that.
so...
Well, I just want to like talk to anybody.
I'm gonna talk to the beautiful people.
Sure, yeah.
Just like,
How can we help you, love?
I'm just wondering if I could talk to Wahid. Is he as pretty as you guys?
Oh, the master is most sumptuous to gaze upon, but he is not here at present. He will make his entrance soon, I would imagine. I can summon Darabat for you, if that is who you wish to discuss.
Yeah, just more pretty people. That's all I want. Yeah.
Darabat? And sort of appearing unnaturally around this guy's shoulder is the servant, who again bows all the way down to his like relation.
That's so flexible. Okay.
How may I be of service to you, honored guests?
You guys are near me, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Field it, guys. Go ahead. I'm just gonna.
What time? What time did this party start? How long have you been waiting for the master to get here?
This party has been going for 200 years.
So, when you say soon, what does that mean, years-wise?
You wish to see Master Wahid?
We want to go home. We've got to ask him permission.
You wish to depart?
Well, that's just
Seems
what our
like you-
teacher said.
That big guy over there.
confused,
Yeah, that one.
You see Professor Barkwood is like,
Don't drag me.
like eating something, right? Like,
Snickers is still just like snoring by his
yeah,
I don't
Cyrus is
wanna
asleep,
look at
has not moved in the same spot.
See, we like it here. We're just curious.
If you are displeased with my master's hosting, then perhaps I can summon him. It will take me a little time. Do you wish to visit the hookah room in the meantime? And I will summon the master, and you can discuss your dissatisfaction with him.
I just want to see how pretty he is.
I'm not
I want to
mad.
see it.
I like it here, but I have people back home that I have to see,
Yeah.
and my mom will get mad at me.
I think you'll hear Moss in the background. This place is stupid.
Oh, no.
Just like ah.
Persuasion check.
There's no rocks to talk to.
16.
Yeah. So he'll kind of
I understand. You wish to have an audience with the master and discuss this issue. Of course, the master. Yes, of course. You should go into the hookah room now, and I will fetch him from a place that he is now.
Okay.
You can tell him
Hookah, I
that
guess?
I'm having a terrible time.
Oh no! Oh, he doesn't mean it. Don't offend.
Yeah,
And I'll
Deidre.
roll,
It's
can I
like-
roll a deception check.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Everyone. Oh
Take a nat 20. You have a nat 20.
You do have a nat 20 that you got from a donation.
I'm gonna,
Yeah,
I'm
do
gonna
it.
save that.
no.
Okay.
I got a nat 1 on this one.
That's probably more strategically correct.
I'm having a terrible time.
He's like, I think you love it.
Everyone knows who I
That
am.
is that is impossible.
I
He
would
like
never do
turns
that.
and walks away.
That's impossible.
At all.
So yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
I guess hookah.
Go in the hookah room.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you guys can head over to the hookah room, as they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull it up.
As Moss leaves the room, he'll do a couple like forlorn like at the professor, just like
please accept me again.
ruined everything.
I have one friend, no more.
My stomach got me in trouble again.
So you guys can pass through the curtain. As you do, there's this sort of big cloud of multicolored smoke that kind of drifts past
Ooh,
you.
cool.
The next chamber resembles the previous one, with silken walls, carpeted floors, and a generous spread of cushions to recline upon. The smoke hangs twice as thick in this chamber, heavy with the smell of fruit and spices.
I'm
the center
definitely
of the
taking
room.
entrance into this, so I'm just like bust through the curtains.
Yeah, all the smoke that curls around you. You're backlit. It looks, that's her whole thing. It's looking awesome. In the trailer of each episode, there'd always be some ridiculously cool like Val pose,
Just like jumping midair.
partially in slow motion. Anyway, in the center of the room, atop a small wooden table, stands a curious bottled device, a hookah. Elaborate and baroque in design, the water pipe's dozen stems stretch across the chamber, gripped in the hands of the room's many reclining occupants. Behind the hookah sits a gargantuan but familiar-looking figure, dressed only in a loincloth. His chest is bare, covered by many elaborate scars, and he stares at you with an unblinking expression. It is exactly the same guy that was standing in front of the other room.
That's really weird.
And yeah, that doesn't really make sense because you definitely would have seen this guy pass you if he came through, and he's just sitting there on the other side of the hookah, staring at you.
Oh
What do you guys want to do?
Are there
There's
other
no one
people
else
in
the
here?
room.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of other people like holding onto the hookah, and again, they're talking and laughing and smoking and things like that. Some people are kind of like reclined back in this like look of just vacant ecstasy. It has kind of a meth lab or like an opium den kind of vibe, right? Like everyone's kind of just lying around.
Is there an open table?
Yeah.
I'll go up to one and sit down.
Sure. Go for it. Yeah, there's like a big hookah in the middle, and then like smaller tables around. And these ones have like little smaller hookahs.
I'll
You
say
can-
like, let's not be big wussies about it. Come on.
I'm probably used to people smoking pipes and stuff around me my
Yeah.
entire
Yeah,
life.
you're a halfling. That's a cultural thing for
I'm
sure.
fine with it.
Yeah, I'm probably used to the pipes, but however quickly you guys get to the table, Moss will just like float in a little few minutes later, just like
Sit down, sad, slump shoulders.
I'm just gonna play with the smoke. I'm just gonna keep going. Because it's multicolored, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm just playing in the smoke.
awesome. Great.
Cool.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
I'll notice that Moss is down in the dumps, and I'll ask him. Say, Moss, so you really messed up back then from the professor, didn't you?
shut up. It was good.
He's pretty disappointed, huh?
I don't know, maybe. Do you think so?
I'm sorry, Moss. How old are you again?
I'm about your age. I think,
think you guys are
I'm
the same
10.
age,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like a year younger than you.
Okay. Yeah, well. I don't know.
Seriously.
I know how much you really, really liked him, and I don't know. This might be irreparable.
He just like sinks deeper and deeper.
Yeah, and Moss is just like in his chair, just like, no.
Moss, do you want me to play you a song?
No, shut up.
What I have?
Here, Moss, have some pipe. Smoke some pipe.
There should be like peer pressure. Like you should smoke, Moss. All the cool kids do it.
It'll
I
make
think-
you feel
It'll make
better.
you feel better.
Moss is like very rarely
My
just
father always does it after my mother yells at him.
very rarely does Moss listen to Theodore, but he's at a point in his life where he's just like, he's my only friend and he hates me too. So yeah, he's definitely he's gonna smoke this pipe. He's gonna
Cool.
smoke the hell out of
Constitution
it.
save, please.
What am I doing?
Constitution save,
Oh
please.
yeah. 10.
10?
No,
Awesome.
that's a lie. 8.
So you better. So you take a puff of it, and your eyes kind of like cloud over with this like sort of swirling mist, and for like a period of what feels like kind of an eternity, but for everyone else is only about a couple of seconds. Moss, your eyes are glazed over white, and you can just see this like endless sky that's dotted with these floating islands, and some of them have like beautiful palaces constructed on top of them. You have this basically this drug trip. And you're kind of like, oh my God. After a second, it will kind of fade and go away. And you're filled with like this deep, profound sadness that you're not in this realm anymore.
I think Moss is just gonna like
More and more sad.
keep breathing, keep letting out, and then just getting slumpier and slumpier into his chair. Like everything is pointless.
Oh,
He'll pat Moss on the back and say, "See, I told you you'd feel better."
oh God.
Hey, Cody, can you do me a little favor? Can you lean in a little bit? I'm having a little trouble hearing you all the way back there. Is that okay? Sorry.
Can't be slouchy cool dude over there.
Patting Moss on the back when he looks like this.
The couch is so comfy.
So comfy.
Um,
What do you guys want to do while
Jeremy
he
will
is?
smoke the hookah as well and kind of stay
Constitution
out of this
save, please.
weird dick thing that 16.
Yeah, so you take a big, long hit on it, right? And similarly, you see that Jeremy's eyes cloud over. You see the same thing. You see this endless sky dotted with floating islands, and you see all these kinds of winds and breezes go whizzing by. You were kind of enraptured a little bit longer than anybody else. You also see like kind of this big, massive thunderstorm that just like eclipses everything. Since there's no ground, it's basically just a huge ball, a big black ball that goes rolling across the sky, crackled with lightning that like sweeps over some of these islands, and it's like this horrifying, almost godlike storm passes you. Just kind of like floating, disembodied in this weird thing. And then you will sort of come out of it as well, and again be filled with that same like crushing, I'm not there, the mortal realm is so pointless kind of vibe.
It's different when I do it at home.
Come down hard, man.
if
Mom's
everyone's
is
doing
so much
it,
better.
I'll probably puff one as well.
Join in the
Sure.
cool kids.
Constitution save, please.
Am I still at disadvantage?
What about you, Val? Do you not care about the hookah?
I'm still playing in the smoke. I'm looking at all these
Got
different
it.
colors. I'm not even sitting on the same couch with them.
Oh yeah, you're just off somewhere else.
Just like
totally.
dancing
Dancing
in all the
around.
smoke. Yeah.
Am I still
swirling
at
in it.
disadvantage, Timothy, from the
I'm
drink?
not sure if Dizzy. I think Dizzy was Constitution. Yeah, you have. If you haven't stopped and taken a rest, you're still at disadvantage. Yeah.
Great. Here we go. Oh wow, I rolled pretty well actually. 13.
Okay. Yeah. Similarly, you can hit it and then see the your eyes roll back. You see the islands and things like that. You also see this big black thunderstorm that goes rolling across the sky. You basically have the same vision that Jeremy does, and then you come back to it. Yeah.
Interesting.
What do you guys want to do?
So we all had that kind of.
I don't know if you guys have talked about what you saw, but
Yeah, right. I suppose that's meta now at this point, but
yeah.
now I want to talk about it.
Just all of a sudden, did you see that?
Good lord, that was so invigorating, and now I feel sad.
I want to go home.
Moss, do you want to do it again?
I'm already doing it again. You see like smoke just like come out like as he speaks, just his face down, just
Yeah, give me one more, Moss. There's a chance you might see one other thing. But yeah, go for it.
16 this time.
Okay, yeah. So you also then see the thunderstorm as well. And you kind of, in the middle of the storm, you get this glimpse of this like pearlescent city constructed on one of these islands, all gleaming white. And you see like fantastical flying people kind of going around. It's this beautiful sight. Like there's the storm and then like the eye of the storm. And you see this beautiful city and the storm rolls past. And it's just this, like, your mind is blown. And then the minute that you see it, it all drains away and you're back in your body. And it's
I'm gonna come up to them at this point, still playing in the fudge. Like, hey guys, what's up?
Here, try
This
this.
is awesome.
Try this.
No,
I'll try to give
don't
you
do
a-
it.
Smoke this pipe.
I think
Don't
you're
do
good.
it.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Right. No, I think your mouth has been on that, Theo. I don't want to touch it.
Here, I'll clean it for you.
No,
No,
let's
Professor
leave.
Dewey.
Let's
That's
get out of
fine.
here.
Do you want to go back to the music room?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the music room. There's lots of great people in there.
So as you guys are getting up and getting ready to leave, you kind of turn around and Darabot is standing there.
Ah.
You wish to speak to the master? The master is ready to see you.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's about
Unless
time.
there's anything else you'd like to do. I mean, there's many diversions in this wonderful palace.
No, I heard he's really pretty. I want to see him.
Okay.
And he kind of like heads over to the nearest curtained wall and kind of grabs the wall and peels it away. And you see there's like a door there that you weren't aware of. And he kind of gestures you inside.
Cool. Okay.
Neat.
Cool. Awesome. Let's take a break. And then when we come back, we will go and we will meet Master Wahid.
Ooh.
Hi, thank you so much to everybody who donated. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks, Shadowrunner. I'm not quite sure. I feel like I may get a chance to use this 20, but I'm really not rolling a lot of dice in this adventure. I might want to save it for a future thing. We should come up with something cooler to do with it because it's just so much, and it just seems like a 20 is not enough to celebrate how awesome that donation
You can
was.
use it as this thundercloud. Just be like, and then it attacks, and you're all dead.
Yeah. I think Raz in the chat suggested that $100 is worth a TPK. I can just like instantly rocks fall, everyone dies. Like that's it. You all die. No.
Next week, we're going to rebuild new characters. Woo!
New characters. We're the Junior Futures League.
20 on
Because he rolled a nat
Awesome. So
20
you
on
guys
his-
go take a break, go to the bathroom, get something to drink. We will still be here. I'll probably keep chatting at the chat. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes with the exciting conclusion of Party of One. All right.
Aw. Moss is so sad.
Moss is pretty sad. Yeah.
Man, I just want cotton candy.
so
Like
Oh.
all the time now.
Yeah. Man,
a
especially if
lot.
it's like caramel covered. Who doesn't want
You
that?
should try it more often.
It's not so bad being hated. You should
Kills
try.
character.
People
He
always
says to
remember
the
who
kid,
you are.
you're saying to the kid who is not popular at school.
That's true. Yeah. He's already
She's like, it'll make you better.
yes, but most people don't know who you are.
Did you use the friend thing on him?
No.
No. I love how you don't have to. He's just like, you're just my only friend.
Moss's friends include anybody who actually speaks to him, I think.
Yeah,
It's like,
probably.
Yeah. Anyone
Yeah.
would give him time of day.
Yeah.
So the rocks. The
So of
rocks
course
are
Theo will
besties.
talk about it. Right.
Because you want the attention.
He wants
Exactly.
attention. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're probably one of the few people who actually like directly speaks to me in school
Oh, for
itself.
sure.
Yeah.
I feel
Most
like
people
half
don't.
your
Never admit it,
conversations
but-
Hey,
end up
Kate.
with you just
Yeah.
like,
We're best
How do you
I'm
feel about the idea
Theo.
of us reaching out to Shadowrunner and saying like, hey, do you want to do something with the next stream or something like that? Because I think it might be kind of cool if he had a bigger impact.
Yeah.
They had a bigger impact. You know what I mean? I just feel like
It's just a
I don't know
strange
how I'm gonna get a
dynamic,
chance to
but
use
Moss
that.
and Theodore are for
right
sure
now.
best
You know what I
friends.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can talk
Solely
about it,
out of
but-
like necessity. It's just like
That's
no
fine.
one else actually wants to hang out with either one
Just-
of us.
$100, big deal, right?
Yeah.
So Moss
No, I
is just
agree.
like, yeah, and then
Yeah,
Theo's
sweet.
just kind of like,
Awesome with it.
fine.
That's like 8 tiers above anything that we had planned. So
Yeah.
we don't have any protocols.
Fox, did I hear your little
You can
jingle?
choose to terminate anyone in the party but Theodore.
But you can maim Theodore.
I'm gonna really quick run to the bathroom and then I'll be back.
Okay.
Burb.
Now that
We'll
he's
sit here just
gone.
chilling. All right, so let's plan the DM's demise. I mean, Whoops, that was last week.
Tim,
Sorry.
while you were gone, we talked to Hindwa and
Wow.
he let us
Master Wahid.
Master Wahid.
Master Wahid,
God.
he promoted us all about 20 levels.
We're
And
higher
then
than
just
you
sent
now.
us home.
Professor Barkwood unfortunately passed away because he
Theodore is wearing
Little
the
Tim.
Professor
Hello.
Barkwood was
As
seen
an-
entering the Seraglio,
and
and
shortly after that,
Never
Snickers
heard
just
from
kind of
again.
disappeared into the mist. We're not really sure why.
But you got a new cloak that's like vaguely tiger printed.
Yeah,
Weird.
kind of looks like
It's a
Mr.
weird
Mr.
coincidence.
Got a
Snickers,
little bit of
but-
gray on it.
Mr.
but
Snicker.
Mr. Snickers,
he's
Professor and Mr. Snickers.
It's It should be Mr. Snickers, I know.
It should be.
That's okay. Theodore calls him Mr. Snickers.
Dumb. Nothing happened. You didn't say anything. Don't rewatch this later.
Mr.
Did you hear the toilet?
No.
Good. I was worried about that. I tried to hit the mute to make sure no one would hear me flush, and then I looked at it. I'm like, oh, didn't hit the mute.
Oh, no,
So-
we didn't hear anything.
We were too busy talking
Good.
about things.
We
and
formalized
stuff.
Snickers' name.
Oh, what is
He's
it?
now
What is it?
Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Professor Barkwood and Mr. Snickers.
Call him Mr. Snickers.
Mr. Snickers. Got it. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure where that came from, like what the origin of that. Like, I know it was named in the chat, but I don't know what the story behind it is. Like, why did his tiger get named that?
This episode sponsored.
Yeah, right?
Oh, it's a product placement.
This next D20 roll is brought to you by...
My Snickers.
Snickers, are you hungry?
Snickers presents a Constitution save.
You know,
I like the idea that like the Snickers character though is just like constantly like, oh, you feeling hungry? Why not rip into a Snicker? Like it's a stupid like cartoon character that's like been forced into the adventure, like the cheetah for Cheetos or whatever, and he's like always making wisecracks and like eating Snickers while he does it.
Well, it's like-
Horrible.
Just
In
chill in
the
background
80s
Invasive.
cartoon, the Dungeons and Dragons 80s cartoon, they needed to have like that young, that we'll have a young kid and he'll have a pet. And then you came out with that stupid Uni the unicorn that made literally this noise.
Oh no.
Every king episode. And it's like, oh god, I
Yeah.
hate
I
it.
also like that Uni is just the least creative name for a unicorn of all time. Uni, the
okay.
first
then-
3 letters of it.
And that entire show promoted the group. It's just like Party Above All, but in the bad way. It's just like whatever the group decides is the right decision. Was the essentially through line of the entire show. It was a really
weird.
awful but hilariously great show.
I still need to watch it. That's on my list for sure.
I own it, but you can't borrow it because you're too far away. So
I am too far away. We should do a viewing party. That'd be fun.
I
Go ahead.
I agree. Let's do
Let's
it.
do it.
The end.
Let's jump back in. So you guys are ushered through this curtain into this sort of expansive chamber. Let's see. Darabot leads you from the chamber, pulling aside a curtain. Blah, blah, blah. You stand in an enormous chamber, 3 times as large as every other in the Pleasure Palace. Rather than silken curtains, however, the walls are made from the sculpted bronze that you saw earlier, and they curve all the way outward, as though you were standing inside one massive, hollow vessel. In the center of the chamber, seated atop a swirling whirlwind of air, is an enormous blue-skinned figure. Super, like, capacious belly, big fat belly. He's wearing embroidered silk that's, 10 degrees nicer than any of those worn by the party guests. He's bald, save for sort of an oiled top knot that descends all the way down his back, and his goatee is neatly trimmed and black as pitch. As you enter, his sort of imperious face cracks into his big, broad smile, and he beckons you forward to come and sit. You would also notice that, like, sort of to his side is standing there leaning on his stick is Professor Barkwood, and Snickers is kind of asleep at the professor's. He kind of has his crossed arms. He, please come in, and he gestures towards you guys with his big arms.
Pretty.
Can I try and do a bow like Darabot did?
Yeah, sure. Give me a dexterity check.
Far less for way to go.
Oh, okay. 17.
Yeah, you can do it. It's not
Decent
like
at it.
perfect. You're a little stumbly. But you can get all the way down there. Yeah, you're pretty dexterous.
Takes a minute.
I'm gonna
I was like,
try
how
that
was
as
it?
well, if
Oh,
that's
right,
okay.
right.
I have to roll disadvantage.
You can try, but you have disadvantage.
I'm gonna try. It's
you
proper
know.
custom, right? I'm guessing, or something like that.
Yes, you do also have a nat 20. Don't forget
That's true. No, I'm gonna save.
saving that. Got it.
I got a 8.
I'm gonna save it for like a
Um,
persuasion.
How do you fumble this? Do you fall forward on your face, but break the
yeah.
like strain something important?
I could see myself just attempting the bow and being dizzy and just kind of falling forward. Yeah, just,
I'm Theodore. Boom,
it's like Family Guy style. It's just, like,
Instantly flat.
Instantly.
Yeah, ridiculous. You fall forward, Theodore, and suddenly you feel this like current of air kind of like come underneath you and lift you back up onto your feet.
Aw.
You see that the host has kind of made this gesture. Thank you for your courtesy, my friends. I am your gracious host for the evening.
I am Wahid Yun Ibari Darabat Al Ramal,
Wow.
and I am here to entertain you this evening.
Can I do a history check on that name? That beautiful
Sure,
long
yeah.
name.
Go for it.
Oh no, I got a nat 1.
He made that name up. That's not his name.
I don't believe you. That is not your name.
Oh god.
Do you speak Auran, the language of wind and lightning?
Well, but of course I do.
Well, then you would be familiar, would you not?
Yes.
Pull out your mouse, man.
Long silence.
Super long, awkward pause.
Will you not give me your name, young one?
Well, I'm sure you've heard of me. My name is Theodore.
Theodore.
Oh.
Creams his panties a little bit on that
You
one.
pee your pants a little bit. Yeah.
It sounds so much better coming from him.
And you are Jeremy, and you are Valqueen, and you, my friend, are Moss.
Aww.
Ah!
No.
It's that Charlie Brown squeal and just like, nah.
No, these are tricks.
Are you displeased, my little one?
How did you know all of
What did
our
you say,
names? I
Theodore?
understand how you know mine, but...
Well, I am your host, am I not? And I have spent the past hours entertaining you.
I suppose.
And it was very entertaining. We're enjoying ourselves a
It
lot.
is true.
There's so many pretty people.
Oh, why thank you. Why thank you indeed. I have gone to great lengths to make this the most extravagant affair that I can.
Good job.
Please tell me what has brought you to my party. How are you come here to this place that is so remote?
We drank some water in a desert oasis.
Yeah,
and
it was
then
really hot.
We were here, and it was kind of an accident. So we kind of needed to go home because we have families, and I have a plant for watering.
She has to water her plants, she said.
I have a plant for watering.
It's very
Wish-
important to her.
You wish to leave?
Can I do a diplomacy check?
Persuasion, if you'd like. But
that's
yes.
the one.
You see his shoulders just like slump, like in a style similar to Moss, right? Like,
Aw.
I got a 7, so I'm gonna say no.
Well, I don't want to leave.
Then
I
you
really want to
didn't
stay here
leave.
with the pretty people, but we probably we have like stuff we have to do that's not here.
I
Do you want me to like persuade?
I hate to pull away the veil.
you can try to do a persuasion. Yeah, go for it.
I mean, either deception or persuasion, up to you.
Well, are you lying? Do you have things to do? Because you do, presumably.
We do have things to do, so I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Like persuasion.
oh no! Oh, that was almost a nat 20. Oh no, it was a 5.
But I don't understand. What could possibly be more comfortable and opulent and pleasurable than continuing to stay here in my company?
Well, nothing, but
Exactly.
stuff. We have other stuff that's not so fun. We have to do.
No, you are living your life the wrong way, my friend. There's only one thing in life, and that is pleasure.
I do like that theory.
Well, that's not true. It's my brother's birthday next week, and I have to get him something still, which is probably going to be this plant I've been taking care of. So
She has to water her plants.
I
you
don't
see.
want to leave, but I think that I have to. So I do another.
Sure, you can try again. You see he's kind of getting a little bit upset. He's starting to kind of
21?
21.
I have gone to great lengths to make this party exclusively for you four. And let me explain.
Okay.
As much as this
Theodore
appears
is
to
busy his
be
pants over there.
a pleasure palace, as much as this appears to be my home, it is in truth my prison.
Oh no.
I am trapped inside a lamp, owned by a powerful wizard named Al-Razam.
Does your dad
And
know
un-
him?
Al-Razam.
Is there any way we can
You can
help
make an
you
history check on
escape?
Can I?
Yeah,
What is it?
3.
history.
So, a 7. Unless I, for some reason, get advantage.
You have a nat 20.
Or have a nat 20 that you,
Do
don't
have a
wanna
nat
use.
Just
20.
keep saving it.
Well, fine. I'll use it now. Okay.
You don't have to. I'm just saying.
Now.
It seems silly not to use the gifts that you are given, right?
I'm gonna use it.
He's just waiting until like a battle.
So
or
you
something.
can say it. If you use the 7, no, you have not heard the name Al-Rasam
No,
before.
I'll use it. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Al-Rasam was an extremely powerful wizard who was kind of native to this region about 500 years ago. He died about 200 years ago, but he lived longer than he was supposed to, right? He was known for kind of his undead practices. There were a lot of theories that he was Lich, and that he was he was a sort of a collector of magical items. He had all kinds of things. So it does not seem outside of your power that outside of his power that he might have had a genie trapped in a lamp.
He had a genie in the lamp.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So would I know where this is potentially?
You know that he had like an ancient ruined fortress deep kind of in the desert. You wouldn't know exactly where because it was kind of lost to time. But he was defeated 200 years ago by an adventuring company. And basically all his things were scattered. But
Do we know the name of the adventuring company?
you do not. No.
Did they have a name? Okay.
Cool, you ain't never had a friend like me thing, and you can
So I
like
know
bust
all
us
of
out of
that.
here so we can bust him out of there.
That's pretty cool. I would do some
Yeah.
kind of persuasion, I guess, after learning that information.
Okay, sure. What do you want to roll? What do you say?
What is the genie's name again? The jinn's name.
Master
Wahid.
Wahid. Master Wahid, we cannot stay here, unfortunately. We don't live here. We have family other places and we have responsibilities outside of this realm, but we do thank you for your time. It has been a gracious and wonderful party. The whole crowd learned my song that Jeremy wrote for me.
Everyone knows my name now.
Everyone knows who I am, and I have had a wonderful time.
I think
But we
Moss
do
is
have to leave.
Moss will grumble. How you gonna make a party for us and then not even let us into one of the rooms?
That's true, we did not get to go into that one room, but that's okay. Maybe we could come back someday and go into there. But I have an offer for you. Maybe a trade. If you will.
I am listening.
If you let us go,
That's my music.
let us go home, I will find the lamp and I will free you.
Is there any way you
I
can
will
give us
free you
guidance?
from this prison, well, supposed prison that you are living in.
It's not about a
Give me a persuasion. I will give you advantage.
Yeah. Persuasion 15 because it's what was the
15?
number?
10.
Yeah, 15 then. Yeah.
Well, I am glad to hear that you had a good time at my party. I have not had a visitor in the 200 years it has been since Al-Razam used his second wish. And I apologize, young Moss. I was expecting older guests. I thought perhaps your professor would partake of that room. I don't believe that he knew of its existence. Which room was this?
Don't worry about it, Professor. We can go back later.
It's called like a seraglio or whatever.
Oh, we see he's got like lipstick all over.
Lipstick
his
and
face.
Which one?
What do you mean?
Yeah, horrible.
That was the one with the music, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Snickers also has a bunch of smooches on there.
Mr. Snickers.
Excuse me, Lord Snickers.
Great honorable.
Wahid will kind of digest this and stroke his beard.
Many have tried to loot the treasures of Al-Razam, the wizard. Not that I do not believe you would make an endeavor, but you are so small and you are so young. How will I know that if I let you depart from here, you will ever free me? One of you must stay, I think, and keep me company while the rest of you go. Who among you? You must understand that all of these guests you have seen, all of my servants are but illusion. And he'll kind of like wipe his hand, and you see that like the curtains all fade, and you're just in one big room. That's this like empty sort of brass shell, right? And he's still on top of his whirlwind, but everything else kind of glitters and falls away. Darabot kind of dissolves into nothing. And you realize there were no other chambers.
I don't want to stay.
You were in this room, yeah.
Are you in your underwear again?
Oh, right.
Yeah, yep, yes. The armor dissolves
Am
away.
I still hungry and thirsty then? Has it all been a lie?
The food basically still counts. He has the ability to make food, but he cannot make armor that is not actually just illusory.
Yep.
That's,
What do you guys want to do?
Mr. Snickers. Can Mr. Snickers stay?
I was going to say, well, then Mr. Snickers will stay.
Yep.
He's a volunteer.
He's
I
a
can
sleepy
leave my
cat.
kazoo here, if that helps.
That is a precious thing to her.
Jeremy, that is not a person.
It's a good donation to the cause, though.
But it means something to me. My brother gave it to me last birthday.
Do you propose that idea, Falcon, about Snickers?
Yes.
Okay.
You refer to the tiger.
And the tiger just kind of...
Yeah.
The professor will...
No, wait.
He makes a great companion. Yeah.
He'll always stay by.
You can make a persuasion check if you want to try to convince, but it seems like the person you have to convince here is Professor Barkwood. I would like to remind you, do not forget that you do have your advantage from the merit patch, Falcon. Do not forget.
I'm
You
gonna
do
use
still have
my
that.
number
You should
for that
definitely
one.
use that.
Okay, that's better. 16.
16? Okay, what do you say?
I'm just like, he's a really good companion. I mean, look how comfy and cozy he is. He'll just sit with you forever.
You can talk to him about anything.
Mm-hmm. He's
In all
really
worlds.
good listener.
In our world, we call them emotional support animals.
Yep.
He's registered. He has a
He doesn't have
card.
his best right now, but it's a fact.
So you guys are talking to Wahid?
Yeah.
Okay, because you probably have to convince Professor Barkwood, right? Because it's his cat. Professor Barkwood will kind of look back and forth between the tiger and the genie and go,
There is not much life left for my old companion.
and he'll like reach down and kind of like brush the tiger's fur.
Oh no,
What?
Mr. Snickers.
If he stayed here, he would not age.
Boom.
Hey,
See,
Very
Mr.
well.
Snickers could live forever.
if that pleases our host, it pleases me. Professor Barkwood.
So,
Always an
He
introduction.
says
That's
he
who I
says
am.
really intensely, but he's still got the kiss marks like all over
kiss
him.
marks all over his face.
He's still
Yeah,
kind
absolutely.
Absolutely.
He's looking between the tiger and you guys. Very well. This meets with my approval. Leave the tiger here, but I will hold you to your promise, Theodore, son of whatever your dad's name is.
He has a name, and you probably said it.
And he says it out loud. And everyone in the chat is really impressed at how cool of a name it is.
But I will hold you to this promise you have given me. You will find the lamp, and you will free me. And if you do, I will give you his last remaining wish.
Ooh. Can you give us a map so we can find your bottle?
Oh, I do not know where his the lamp currently
You're an all-knowing
resides.
genie. You gotta know this stuff.
Oh, I am not all-knowing. I am just mostly knowing.
Like 90%.
He has
like
relative knowledge of
90%.
anything.
I believe in the percentage, yes. Does this meet with your approval? Junior Adventurers League.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under one condition. You hold
What?
You hold all of us accountable for that. Not just me.
Give me a persuasion check, Theodore.
You used your own father's name. Oh
Okay.
no!
What'd you get? What's your total?
Just you.
I'm sorry. What persuasion? bonus, so 9.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's quite
Gee, if only you had saved your natural 20.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just pressure you about it. You see him like kind of swell a little bit, and like the whirlwind around him grows dark, and lightning kind of shoots out.
You mean to break the bargain you made?
No, it's okay. It is okay. You have my word.
Good, Theodweir, son of whatever your father's name is.
His name needs to just be whatever your father's name is.
Yeah, whatever your father's name
You
is.
just said it. And the chat was really envious.
I will hold you, and you alone, personally accountable for the recovery of my lamp.
Oh shit.
But let us not talk of that. Is there anything else you wish to do before you depart? I can conjure up food or drink. Pleasurable company.
He makes a gesture towards the professor.
And Jeremy will kind of like look down a little bit and be like, can I see a really cool kazoo again?
So of course, he kind of conjures up an instrument. It's the same kazoo like floating in his hand, and he'll pass it to you.
Do you want to trade for Eversies?
Oh, well, the unfortunate thing is that the kazoo, as you call it, cannot leave the lamp. It is an illusion of my power.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. Okay,
Oh,
that's fine.
Jamie, you
If I
could
had-
stay, and Mr. Snickers could come with.
No, it's my brother's birthday next week.
I mean, if you insist.
The professor.
If you really like the kazoo so much.
You will never have to part with it.
Cool.
Do you guys want to take him up on it? Do you want to stay or do you want to leave? Temporarily, I mean.
Oh, like a one last little party?
Yeah, right. Like he can make more food and more whatever.
Yeah,
I would
oh,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah, for
Especially
sure.
I
if
want to
time-
perform for people
If
again.
time stands still here too, like I would totally do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, you guys can. He'll kind of like snap his fingers, and the room opens up, and you can see all the guests, and all the party starts happening again. Let's do like a little montage maybe of what you guys do, and kind of a little last hurrah. Moss, what are you gonna do?
Moss is gonna go like sulk in a corner.
Okay.
Probably. I don't think because he never really got resolved, and like I don't know how
Yeah.
he's gonna save face with the professor here, especially after the cat gets sold into slavery. So
He's gonna live forever.
So you're sitting over there by yourself, and you see kind of like slowly coming over. Snickers pads his way across the room, kind of like collapses down in front of you, and like nuzzles up against your hand.
I definitely like Moss is just gonna like bump into his mask. Just
That's awesome.
Gosh, I keep thinking it's a girl. He likes you, Moss.
You look up, see the professor standing over you.
yeah, I don't want her to go, but we gotta leave him. I'm sorry. I know what the bird was. I know what shockbird was. I was just excited about it because, I mean, it's tasty. I never had one before.
I understand. You are still very young and very small.
That approval. Just pat me on the head again.
I'll do better next time, though, Professor, because I know like a lot of birds.
I'm sure that you do. I'm sure that you do.
Val, what are you up to?
I am dancing with a dancer and lots of pretty people making my hair flow again.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, the belly dancer is kind of all around you.
Oh my god.
Give me an insight check, real quick.
I don't know what my 11.
11. So you're not 100% sure what this means, but like the twinkle that's kind of in the dancer's eye is also the same kind of twinkle that was in Wahid's eye. You get the sense that like those are almost little tiny personifications of him, right? The little servants that you guys provide that you get. So it's kind of like you're dancing with the djinn. Yeah. Cool. What are you doing, Jeremy?
I'm definitely going to perform at least one or two amazing ballads with his magical kazoo. And then
Sure.
I want to see if I can like start to learn a different instrument or something while
Yeah.
I'm there. Like
Uh-huh.
the
Because you can turn that, any instrument you think about when you're holding on to it turns into a different one. So what kind of instrument do you want to try to learn?
Probably the sitar, since that's the one that I saw it as first.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you can work on your sitar. No matter what you do, no matter how, even when you're like tuning it and like playing it, it sounds crappy. Like you have like a small circle of people that are just, just mesmerized. Is it this? This is the Kate, right? Like
Yeah.
ridiculous. What about you, Theodore? What are you doing with your last time?
Theodore is definitely going around to as many people he hasn't talked to yet and trying to see if he can get them to say his name before he says it. Like,
Yeah.
kind of like, have you heard of me, sort of a thing.
Well, you're Theodore, obviously. Right?
Yes, that is me.
It's probably like
Are just
it's
so
probably like
getting
at World's End. At World's End, where the first two bars they go to, and they're like, "Who the hell are you?" And then every bar after that, everyone, "Oh, it's you guys." You know,
Yeah.
It's you guys. It's literally that. Like every single time you go to someone, they have the exact same response. Like it's clear this is just an illusion that's made by the genie. People don't know really who you are, but you still do it anyway.
I've forgotten that they're illusions at this point. I'm just like,
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
hiding. Now they're back.
I'll keep doing that until someone tells me we have to leave. Probably.
Just wandering around to the same people. Just guess who I am.
So you guys kind of pass like an unknown amount of time doing this, right? Like it could be an hour, it could be a year, who knows? And then when you're ready to depart, Wahid will kind of like make a gesture at one of the walls, and this big like portal opens up, and you can see the desert and the oasis kind of stretching out from there.
And my armor is sitting slowly in the corner.
Yeah, your armor is sitting there. There's like a lizard crawling on it, right? Like,
A monkey
but
like
I guess
scratching his
he kind of looks at it.
Well, this is your last chance to stay with me.
Can I go hug him? Goodbye.
Aww.
Yes, absolutely. You can. I like that you picked up a die. Like, let me see how I do on this hug check.
I don't know.
He'll like sweep you up with the whirlwind and carry you over and give you a big
Oh,
hug.
I want a
Yay.
big Gene hug.
Yeah, you just get swallowed in his huge arms. Anybody who hugs him kind of has to like, I guess, give me a dexterity check, both of you, to like get out of the hug.
18.
18, yeah, you're fine.
21.
Yeah, you guys can both wriggle out, but like he doesn't end it. He just goes,
Oh, thank you so much for coming.
just hugs you, and you're like,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, but Professor Barkwood will take
Good care of Snickers.
and like starts to move through the portal.
Aww.
Yeah, Moss will probably pat Snickers a couple more times in the head, and then head on out.
She'll give you cartoon style. She'll give you a big Scooby Doo lick, right? Like, like that. Cool.
Yeah, I definitely would go
Exactly.
pat Mr. Snickers and say, goodbye, Mr. Snickers. You're a good cat. And then I'd probably say to the genie, well, the next time I see you, I suppose I'll be asking for a wish.
Yes.
Goodbye, then. And then I will just leave.
Oh my god.
Do not forget your promise, Theodore, son of whatever your father's name is.
It's Anakin.
Bye.
What about you? Yeah, Jeremy, you gave him a hug, right? Yeah, so you guys can all pass through the portal, and it will like close behind you. And you're once again standing in the oasis.
Oh,
And that is where we're going to conclude
Oh, some water.
tonight's adventure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys can drink the water. And go back.
Damn it again.
Actually, yeah, if you do that, you do taste the water, and it does not transport you anywhere.
Okay, cool. Yeah, chugging that water.
So then I would drink some too, probably.
Run to my armor, flick off the lizard, and then.
Totally.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you guys can sort of make camp, and then you continue your adventure in the Palm Lands. But that is another story for another time. All right, cool. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out and watching us. This is episode 3, party of 1. Feel free to just talk about how cool you are, and then we'll open up a poll. That way, you guys can vote for who you thought was the the MVP of this particular adventure. So let me get that going.
Isn't it Shadowrunner? I think that was
Hey, do
decided.
you want to just, Kate, do you want to just quick do like another plug for the Patreon and stuff like that while I get this set up?
I
Is that
do.
cool?
Yeah. So, guys, listen. XP Web Series is trying to raise funds for season 2, which we're filming hopefully next February. We have a Patreon going right now. There's lots of cool rewards if you're not already a patron, and we're not constantly updated, but we do update that sometimes and add new things and perks and whatever. We have Map Monthly going right now for our $5 and up patrons, where you can get, you'll have access to maps that Timothy has generated for, I think, 4 a month. I can't remember how many a month. A couple of months.
3 a month.
3 a month. 3 month maps a month. I know the things. So yeah, check that out. Spread that around. If you can't donate there, spread it around. If you want to donate in stream here and make us do fun, cool things, like have Theodore waste his nat 20 on a stupid.
Hey, if we didn't learn that history check, we wouldn't.
You did. Actually,
Right.
that's actually really
Right.
important.
That was a good one.
It worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out our Patreon.
We're gonna have some more prizes to give away, more ways you can affect the stream with small donations and large donations next
Oh my
week.
gosh,
But we're
Theodore's
just
got 2 already.
Of course.
Oh,
So
she
yes,
had 3!
I have just opened up the poll in chat. You guys go ahead and vote for who you feel like was the MVP this week, and I will pass the merit patch on to them for next week's adventure. And that basically just
Oh
functions.
my gosh, she's getting all of them. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. I'm happy to see that. Okay, cool. So let's do some thank yous. We're going to read off some names of some of our patrons who have donated. The kind of running gag here, if you're just joining us, which I think most of you guys are repeat viewers, but in case we have some new lurkers in there, we are going to horribly mispronounce the names of a few of our patrons. We have a list of, I think, about 6 of them. So how about you guys each do 1, and then I'll do 2. So we'll start with me, if that's cool. A huge thank you to Maurice Antop. Maurice, we really appreciate it. That's so kind of you.
Thanks,
Let me just quick. All right, go for it.
Sure. Okay. Do you want to go, Kevin?
Number 2.
After Maurice Antop.
We also thank Jessica
Justica.
Odegaard.
Odegaard. Thank you, Justica Odegaard, for your very generous donation.
And a huge thank you to Chalky.
Yeah, thanks, Chalky.
Chalky,
I appreciate it, Chalky. Super wrong.
It sounds right to me.
Chalky.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's how I would have read that.
Yeah, it's Chalky.
Chalky.
Huge thank
Really
you.
happy to hear that.
A huge thank you to Exploding Dicky.
Thank you so much.
Dicky.
Wow.
A massive, bigger than huge. A massive thank you to Beans Jackalope.
Yep.
It's Jackalope. All right, and a gargantuan thank you, bigger than both
Oh
massive.
no.
To Edro Vinson. Thank you so much, Edro. We really appreciate it. I know you're out there, whoever you are, Edro.
Gargantuan,
Awesome,
yes.
guys. Let me close the poll real quick, and we'll see who our winner was.
We already
Theo
know who
by
the
a
winner is.
landslide.
Oh, I want
Totally
to get
Theo.
hard confirmation.
We want to make extra sure before we give him anything.
Poll results.
You don't even need to tally it, I can tell you.
Yeah, woof.
Yep.
So that goes to Theodore, everybody. Theodore got the merit patch this week. So that means you have an inspiration next session. Speaking of
All the
next
people I
session, you
went to
can
was
find
like,
us
do you
here.
know who I am?
Here is my all.
Oh, boy.
Here is my
Can't
all.
wait.
I'm holding it up.
Speaking of that, next week we will be here at the same time, 4 p.m. PDT. Come check us out on Twitch. Let me give you the teaser for our next episode. If you like these adventures and you want to determine the hooks, this one, for example, was anyone who drinks from the oasis is magically transported to the seraglio of a powerful djinn, always eager to entertain new guests. Next week, we are doing, quote, the soul of a dead wizard has fused with that of his raven familiar. End quote, unquote. So that is the adventure hook for next week. If you like these adventures, you can go to our Patreon and you can vote there for which hook they're going to play next. We're a couple weeks ahead, but these have all been chosen by our lovely patrons.
Yep.
Hashtag patron squad. All right. Thanks, everybody. We will see you guys next week. Everybody say bye, Junior Adventurers.
Bye. Thanks,
Don't
guys.
forget the motto, everybody. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Party above all.
Oh.
One of these days, it's going to be super synchronized and it's going to sound
We're
great.
gonna have our
Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, chat. I'll be in the chat for a little bit.